An NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Watch the pass, here we go, 2.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It's 3rd down and 12. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
1st down, Houston.
We're set. 19.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 42-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jake Buck. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You can't block me. 6 guys. Check 24. 47 to Mike, boy. 47.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Set. 19. 47. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Now it's Mixon running right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So,
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 4.
On the toss, Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Ringo. 47.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson operating from the gun. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Yo, faster. Ready?
On second down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So first and 10 now from the 30.
I don't think you got it, sir.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Go behind the goal.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Right here. Showing it. Hey, 31. Delta. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch twist. And let's go.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
27, Mike, 27. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check, Mike, 40.
The final shot before the break. Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, defense. Man up,
Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Bravo.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
I'm here all day.
On 1st down, Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Locke to throw. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He gets this one to Johnson. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Texans on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 24.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Sponge, 3-6.
On the run, it's Mixon. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll give it to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans push further out in front. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I liked a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
47's the mic, boys. Check, 47. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Watson's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check back 47. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw in his lock. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Lock going to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. One final try for Locke. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Houston, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
yeah. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A-floor.